Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, my name is Samantha. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how I apply my fake lashes, and this is just something that I do personally, and hopefully you guys will find this helpful. I really wanted to get lash extensions, but I'm just the kind of person that loves to sleep on my face and rub my eyes and always forget that I have lash extensions on, and I've done them before, but I realized that it's not for me, so I am still gonna stick to gluing lashes. So if you guys do feel the same way as I do, hopefully this video will help you guys enjoy putting on your lashes a little bit more, and hopefully it'll make your lash application a lot easier. So as you can tell, I've done my makeup except for my lashes, and the lashes that I always swear by in my videos, if you guys have been watching, are these Sephora Amore lashes. They basically have this really nice growth from the inner corner of the eye to the outer, and that basically works best for my almond shaped eyes. And for my eyeliner, I'm going to be using the Stila Stay All Day eyeliner, and this is not magnetic liner or anything. And for the lash glue, I actually highly recommend this House of Lashes glue. It's not on Sephora anymore, I can't find it, and I'm not sure why, but over time, one thing I do want to say is that it does get a little bit clumpy, but this dries so quick and it stays on all day, and it's also waterproof. It's just very, very strong. The second one that I like the most is the one I'm going to be using in this video, and that is the Sephora Collection Brush Tip Lash Adhesive. So I'm going to put on these lashes first and then talk about some tips and notes that I've learned over the couple of years. I'm going to go in with my eyeliner for both eyes first and then glue the lashes. Okay, I'm done my eyeliner now, and I already went ahead and cut my lashes to the required length for my eye, and I'm going to put on the lash glue now. So while this is drying, I'm going to explain to you how I hold it. So naturally in the case you get, it comes like this where there's a curve to it. So the way I hold this for application is I hold down the back side and then I bring the front down like this, so I have more of a straight line than the natural curve like that. For the reason being is that if I'm holding closer to the front, I have more control on where I put this near my tear duct. So it's probably dry now, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on, and I'm going to put it as close as possible. And then now that the front part is stuck, I just basically lift this and I line it up to where my eyeliner is. And then that's all I do when I put on my lashes. So as you can tell, during this application, I didn't even put on mascara or curl my lashes. Now the reason being is that if I do that, it gets in the way of my actual application of these strip lashes. So I've basically just taken out mascara and eyelash curling out of my beauty routine for the past 5 years. And for me, I would rather just put on my lash glue and my lashes and get it as close as possible to the point where you don't even notice your real lashes underneath. So for me, that is a tip that I would suggest if you are finding it super hard to put on your lashes. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other lash now and try to re-show you guys as best as possible. So again, I'm using this Sephora one. It's not a magnetic glue. And again, I'm going to hold as much as I can and then bring this down so I have more of a precision. And I'm using my left hand for this, so every time I do my right eye, it's always super easy, but when it comes to doing my left eye, it's a little bit harder. Okay, so I'm gonna get closer and put this lash on. Again, I'm holding it as close to the tear duct area as possible. So I only have that on, and then now I'm going to adjust the back to match the eyeliner. Okay, so now I have both lashes on and they're very comfortable. Always make sure that it's comfortable before you actually go out, otherwise it might fall off or you're going to have to carry your glue with you. So I want to say this is actually pretty easy, and I've also been using these lashes for the past couple of years, at least for the past 2 years. So I've basically been accustomed to this brand and this style and the thickness of the band. So now I want to talk about what I learned over time and the different lashes and what I realized is super difficult to put on. So this is another brand. I forgot what it's called. It's either Eyeliner or something that starts with an A. I'll put it in the description below or on the screen if I remember. But basically, if you find any lashes that have a band that is this thin, it's probably going to be the easiest for you to put on, especially if the band is clear. So this is a lot easier to move and it's more malleable, and I'll take one off to show you guys. So you see this is just so easy to move, and that just means that it's going to be easier to put on and you have more control. And lashes like this is from the Dollar Lash Club, and I got these a long time ago and I've never used them. The band is super thick and you can just see that thick black line going across, and I'll take this one out to show you guys as well. You can see how rigid this is, and you know, moving it is just really not as easy. Like you can see that bounce, that it's a very rigid. So the thing with these ones are that they are a lot harder to put on, because once you put on one part, like for example the inner corner of the eye, and you're trying to move the back piece, it's going to flick out that tear duct area where this is supposed to be attached on, and that's one of the most difficult things that I find with strip lashes. So whenever I go shopping, I really just avoid all of these thick lashes, and I end up finding ones that are like this, Amore, or the ones that I showed you the first one. So something like a thin band. And if anything, you guys can always double up on these thinner bands. It's just going to make application a lot easier rather than using a very rigid one. So I'll show you another one as well. This is also from the Dollar Lash Club. And I do have some other ones from Dodo Lashes. Those ones are also really thick as well. This one is Rosé by Dollar Lash Club, and they are nice and fluffy, but the band is so thick that it's just not as malleable for you to put on, and it makes it so much harder. So here is another lash that is crazy by the Dollar Lash Club, and this is the Cassie style. Look how crazy thick that band is. And of course, being Asian, my eyes don't have as much eyelid space in terms of, you know, putting on eyeshadow and space for lashes. So of course I do have double eyelid, but the moment I open it, it does kind of hide. So if you guys do have like smaller eyelid space like myself, I would not suggest these thick bands. One being that it's going to be so uncomfortable when you open your eyes, because it's going to feel like it's going under your eyelid, especially when you have areas like this where I open my eye. It does go under the eyelid fold, so this is not comfortable, and the glue is just gonna end up sticking to the under of the hood of the eye. And like I said, because this is even thicker, it's just going to be really rigid, and I'll take this out to show you guys. It's actually really hard to take off as well, and look how rigid this is. The one that I always want to recommend is the Amore Sephora collection one. So yeah, what I want to recommend is to just find the thinnest band possible if you guys can, and in the version of the lashes that you like. So if you really do like fluffy lashes, it is going to be harder to find a thinner band. But if you guys can find one, then I would stick to that. Otherwise, you're going to have that very rigid feeling where you do put the lashes on in the inner corner of the eye first, and then you move it to the back, and then that side pops off, and then your lash glue ends up hitting the rest of your eyelid. And then, especially if you're like me and you use the black lash adhesives, if your lash band touches anywhere else on your eye, it's going to ruin your makeup, because you're going to have to rub that lash adhesive off, and it's all sticky and it just ruins the entire thing. So one thing I do want to suggest is that also when you are more comfortable, then use the black lash adhesive ones. If not, stick with the clear ones and the white ones that do end up drying clear. So if you do make any mistakes, it's not as noticeable, but definitely I would suggest using the black ones. That way you can also get as close to your eyeliner as possible, and it just makes it look a lot more seamless. So this was a very quick video nonetheless. I hope you guys did find this helpful. If you guys do have any more questions, definitely ask me down below. And again, I'm not a makeup artist. I just decided to find out what works best for me, and this combo of lashes, eyeliner, lash glue, has been the best and my holy grail, and I haven't had any issues putting on my lashes ever since. Of course, I have been doing this since, like, you know, girls' night out and all that kind of stuff, so I'm just a little bit more used to it. But honestly, it's really, really easy to do, and I would just highly recommend starting off with these lash glues and any eyeliner. And of course, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you are new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in my next video.